Week 3 of Survivor all wrapped up. We saw Ethan be the newest member of Edge of Extinction. We saw Natalie once again get the advantage in the fire token on Edge of Extinction. We saw Sele lose another immunity challenge. And then we actually saw a lot of gameplay going on Sele Tribe. So we might as well start there because I found this very interesting. Adam and Denise and Ben, they're kind of all working together and they came up with this plan like, hey, let's vote out Parv. Let's get Boston Rob and Ethan on board so we get the least amount of blood on our hands. And we got to watch it just kind of blow up in their faces. Except in the end, not really, since we did see Ethan as the person voted to Edge of Extinction. So Adam, I'm not quite sure what his thought process was today because he went directly to Ethan and directly to Boston Rob, who are Parvati's biggest allies, and told them exactly what he planned on doing. It seemed ridiculous. Like when he did it with Ethan, it was like, okay, maybe you got away with that. I mean, obviously, as Ethan in that conversation, you're going to go along with it. But when things start coming out and he goes back to Rob and Parvati, of course he's going to immediately tell them. And then we see Adam go to Boston Rob and even spill out more of the plan right to, it was spelt it all out for Boston Rob. And I mean, Boston Rob, he's no dummy. And he used it to immediately go and try to flip things back in his favor. The real power was in Michelle and Jeremy's hands, and it was very interesting kind of to see that moment where they realized like, hey, we can do whatever we want here. We can go with Boston Rob, we can go after Adam, vote Adam out, or we can go with Adam and vote Parv out. And then in the end, we see a totally new faction come together. I'm assuming the votes were Jeremy, Michelle, Denise, and Ben as the 4 votes to evict Ethan. And Adam, I think, was the vote to vote out Parvati, but I don't totally know that for sure. But it was very interesting to see that. You know, we go with the one plan, flip to a backstab on Adam, and then unbeknownst to 3 of those people who still voted for Adam, the vote flipped again back onto Ethan. So that was fantastic to watch. That's, to me, is the most interesting part of the show, is the strategy and what people are doing, how they're interacting, how the various players are thinking things through. I really love that. As I mentioned earlier, Natalie won the power on Edge of Extinction again. So I believe that puts her up to 3 fire tokens. We had a little puzzle on Edge of Extinction today, and she was the first one to crack it. None of the other people on Edge of Extinction even realized that she cracked it. She sold the power to Sarah, who got to go on this infiltration mission from Dakal into Sele and had to steal a scroll out of a torch while everyone was sleeping. It was kind of fun to watch, especially when Tony comes to help her and they're trying to spit in this charcoal to make some camouflage for her. Ridiculous start to finish. I loved it. I think that's about it for this episode tonight. Thank you for watching. I'll be back again next week for more Survivor. So if you liked it, make sure you come back. We'll see you then.